to bring it to you today, and again, having it here twice a week, and we'll grow to make it even more if that's needed. And please interject any questions, comments as we go along. But I love to start in centering, grounding, and attuning, I call it. And you can either be sitting on the mat, on the ground, or you can be sitting comfortably in a chair. And if you need a prop for anything, you can use that. A lot of times people like a block or a blanket to sit under their bottom so that their knees are a little bit lower than their hips. And that helps the back, the low back, to have a better alignment so that it doesn't feel too fatigued over time. So let's gently close our eyes and listen to my voice as I try to guide you into the initial moments of yoga where you are coming into awareness of your breath, or using your breath to come into awareness of your mind and your body. So again, our eyes are gently closed. We notice our bottom sitting on the ground or sitting in a chair. We notice our hands resting on our thighs. We can have our palms up. That is a receiving position. If you're looking to receive something from the universe today, then you can do that. If you're feeling out of kilter, out of sorts, then you want to ground yourself, and maybe you want to rest your palms down on your knees or your thighs. There are all kinds of yoga mudras which help us to call in different types of energies. So sometimes you'll see people with different hand positions called yoga mudras. And I'm going to ground myself. So again, I notice my bottom sitting, I notice my hands resting, I notice my legs and feet. They're grounded. They're helping me to connect to the earth. I then lengthen my spine by reaching the top of my head, the crown energy, up to the ceiling. My computer just changed, so hopefully everybody can. There I am again. The effects of all this virtual stuff, we've got to be flexible. So the crown of my head is reaching for the ceiling. That lengthens my spine. I feel my neck lengthen. And I breathe in. And then I exhale out. I breathe in. Notice any tension in my body. And as I breathe out, I let it go. I let that ache, that pain, that stress just go. I breathe in to bring in awareness. What am I noticing? I pause, and then I decide to let it go. I'm not worried about the past, or even the few moments leading up to this class, and I'm not thinking about the future. I'm as present as possible in my mat, the chair, my body, my mind. I use my breath. Yoga is a union, using your breath to calm the mind so that you can become aware of what the body is feeling or what the body needs. So we breathe in nice and deep, maybe counting to 4. Hold it for 2. And then breathe out for 4 or 6. Breathing in again for 4. Holding for 2. And exhaling for 6. One more time. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 2. exhale for 6. Breathe in normally. Exhale normally. And take another moment to just feel that normal breath in and out. Maybe how that body feels a little different, how the mind feels a little more clear. We've centered ourselves, we've grounded ourselves, which means we are more in tune with what our body is feeling and what our body needs. And now we're able to create an intention or become aware of an intention because our mind maybe is a little more clear, a little more present to right now. So close your eyes and with the breath, see what comes to you. That would be your intention for this time together on the mat and then the time between when you meet your mat again. So is it an intention that I have less pain, I have less grief, I have more energy? And we try to say that in a positive way, in a current way. I am vibrant and radiant. I am comfortable. I move with ease. So take a moment and see what comes to you. Find it in those few words that are positive and forward. Say them to yourself 3 times. And then just let that go. Let that manifest energetically into the universe and then back into you. Take a nice deep breath, arms up overhead. Reach those arms up, take those hands into prayer, interlace your fingers with your index fingers reaching up. Reach, 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 reach. Reach, reach, reach. Feel those rib cage expand. When you take a deep breath in this way, feel your breath coming out as you inhale and also going wide, full circumference of breath. And another. One more inhale. And as you exhale, let your arms float down. Scrunch your shoulders up to your ears. And then your shoulder blades come together as your shoulders leave your ears. So your shoulder blades and your shoulders come back and down. Feel that chest expands and opens so that you're able to breathe more deeply, get more oxygen-rich blood into your body and throughout your body. Today we're focusing on the heart chakra. The chakras are the energy systems within the body, the energy centers that help us to flow energy in and out from the universe that better support us energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So we are opening up the heart chakra, which connects the lower chakras with the higher chakras so that maybe all can be in a beautiful alignment and balance for our highest health and wellness. Take our left hand onto our heart area and take a nice, beautiful deep breath in. And exhale. Oh, inhale again, reach our arms up overhead. We're going to interlace our fingers and turn our palms up if we can. And then as we exhale, on an exhale, we turn to the right. So we're twisting the body to the right. If there's any limitation with your arms, just have them where they're comfortable. They can even be down here, and you can still be rotating that whole body so that you're twisting, you're opening up the left side of the body, and you're helping to stimulate movement and digestion and metabolism and elimination within the internal organs. So if your arms aren't able to be up, they can be the left hand on the right knee and the right hand behind you some. You're inhaling nice and tall on the spine, and you're exhaling, twisting a little bit more. Or we're up like this. Inhaling and exhaling 3 times. And then as we come back to center, let the arms drop or just have the arms down on the hands. Feeling that opening. It's in the neck, it's in the side body on both sides, one a little bit more than the other. And then again, we reach our hands up overhead or keep them down by our legs. We interlace the hands. It's fun in yoga that you always do opposite. So before I had my left finger on top, now my right finger's on top, and I'm twisting my palms up and I'm rotating to the left. Works the left and right sides of the body in mind and physically. Inhale, we twist. Or again, we right hands on the left knee, left hand behind us. We inhale and we twist. Beautiful stretch in the right side of the body. If our arms are up, we feel an even deeper stretch through the shoulder, through this chest area. Yeah, we may have limitations, so yoga is a beautiful practice that can just adapt to that because you still are working with your breath and the gentle movements of yoga, which slowly open up the body, make it more flexible, open up fascia, which helps to send energy and cells and health and wellness to all parts of the body. So we know that little incremental moves really help profoundly. Have those breaths there, and now we come back to center. One more beautiful scrunch of the ears by the shoulders coming up to the ears, and then the shoulders blades together, back and down. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder. Our left hand reaches out a little bit. That gives such a great stretch to the left side. Breathe into that. So any tension, any tightness, there's probably a lot of tension and tightness for many of us. So breathe in, notice it, and as you exhale, pause and allow it to go away. Exhale it out. There's a little more space there now. Inhale, notice tension, pause, and choose to let that go. One more time. Gently bring that head back up to center. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. A little tense there, feeling a little tightness. Take the right hand out to the right. Feel that nice stretch in the right. Breathe in, notice, side, exhale, again, and again, and gently bring that head back up to center. Let us turn our eyes and chin to the right, and then gently back through the center, and eyes and chin to the left, and back to center. Beautiful. Now we can all stand up, and we can stand at the front of our yoga mat or just in the front of our room, wherever you are. And we're going to go through a sequence called sun salutations. And I'm going to make a lot of adaptations for that so that you can either be going through a full flow of that, if you feel very comfortable with it, or pretty good, again, adaptations or modifications. I want to use the word modifications, pardon me, so that you can do all the benefits of the sun salutations, but with modifications that are safe and appropriate for any limitations you may have. And as you continue to take yoga, you'll see that you can use less and less of those modifications and get into more and more of the authentic poses as time goes on. So take a nice inhale, arms up overhead. Reach up. And on an exhale, we do a forward fold. That is just to round over, bringing our hands down to the ground, nearly touching the ground or completely touching the ground, really feeling ourselves fold over as best we can. Stay here and take a breath. Feel the oxygen-rich blood rushing to the head. It's one time without gravity, challenging it. Our feet are planted flat on the ground. We're feeling a nice, beautiful stretch through the hamstrings, a rounding of the back and the neck. Whatever is comfortable here for you and as far as you can go into the pose. And then you take your hands up your shins on an inhale. Notice how your back is now flat. The crown of your head is reaching the front of the room. A nice stretch, a reverse stretch of the back. And then we exhale down again into Uttanasana. And then from here, we're going to take our left foot back and lay it flat. Now it's a little bit out at a right angle from my foot, my right foot. And then I am going to reach up into Warrior One. Warrior One, again, has this left foot at a little bit of an angle. The right foot and the right knee are facing forward. My hips and shoulders are facing forward and my arms are up high. This is a warrior pose. This is a strengthening pose. You can feel it in your legs, feel it in your arms. I'm trying to engage my core, pull my belly in so that I can strengthen that as well. I bend a little deeper into my right knee as I hold my belly in, reach my arms up, but still breathe through. A beautiful inhale. Noticing all the stretch in the body, and as I exhale, I release any tension and I go a little deeper. Then I can take my hands down to each side of my right foot, lift up my left heel, bend and bring myself back. Both feet are next to each other. I inhale and flatten my back again. And I exhale and I...
Well, hopefully you got your left side with me. Now we're going to do our right side for that one half of a sun salutation. So we'll inhale, arms up overhead. We'll exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to take our right foot back, and it's a little bit out from the left. And we inhale, arms up overhead. We're pushing into the right side of that right foot, or the back side of the right foot. We're bending into the left knee, engaging our core, reaching our arms up. It's a strengthening pose, so you'll feel a lot of work. Now let's breathe. Inhale, notice the body. Exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale oxygen into all parts of the body. Clear the mind so you can feel the body, and exhale a little deeper. One more inhale. And exhale. We'll bring our hands down to each side of that left foot, lift up the right heel, bend and bring the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Spend a minute here with another breath, please. Inhaling, exhaling. Bend the knees and round yourself up. Beautiful. We'll do that again. This time we'll come into what's called Warrior 2. That was Warrior 1. And maybe try to make some modifications of more advanced poses in case anybody there wants to do something more advanced. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And here we have our hands down, and we bring that right foot back. Or a modification is we're in a plank. We go down, up in the upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Then left foot goes up and bend and comes in towards our hands. Now we can all meet together. So the left foot is forward and bent. The right foot comes down flat and at an angle. And we push into the pinky side of that right foot. And then we come up. And then we open up into Warrior 2. Now we want that right foot and that left foot to be in line. The heel of the left foot intersects the arch of the right foot. Arms are out wide. We look over our left hand, we bend into our left knee. We push into the right pinky side of the foot to help spread those legs together. Warrior 2 is also a strengthening pose. So we want to feel some work here. Holding in the belly, strengthening the core, reaching the arms out, shoulders are away from the ears, the chest is open. Let's take that right arm and go down the right leg. Left arm goes up to the ceiling. Our chest, our gaze is up, so we're opening up the side of the body. We'll reach up into that left hand, back into Warrior 2. We're going to straighten that left leg and work on a triangle. So from here, let's make sure we have our modifications, that we're just realigning ourselves to feel as comfortable as we can in having our legs opened. The left heel is intersecting the right arch of the foot. The arms are out long. If you're here, this is good. This is a beautiful stretch. You're engaging your core and strengthening your core. You're opening up your chest. This is where you might be. To do triangle, or a little bit more of triangle, would be to go towards the left wall, and then that left hand goes down the left leg. A lot of times people use blocks. If you have a block available, you can take your hand to the top of that block. If not, you use your leg. Just stay where it's comfortable. So the left hand is on the left leg, the right hand is up. Sometimes I have people go this way so that they open up their chest. Sometimes if we go this way, we kind of arch too much, and that's not the pose. So bring your left arm up just to where it's straight up and down. I have my left elbow on top of my left, no, this is my right elbow on top of my right shoulder. My right shoulder is on top of my left shoulder. And I'm looking up, I'm opening up this chest. I'm going to wherever is comfortable. This is triangle. Again, if you're up here because of any need for modification, that's good. If your arm's not able to go all the way up, then maybe your hand stays on your hip and you think about your shoulder being on top of your other shoulder and you opening up this chest, opening up this side body. Breathing now, because that is yoga. We breathe clear the mind so that we can feel the body. And then we feel the body and we exhale what's not needed so that we can breathe in again and give what is needed. Now let's reach up into that right hand. And one more warrior two if you have it in you today. Then we're going to float down. So we're going to take the left hand next to the left foot, the right hand next to the left foot, lift the right foot, and you stay here for a minute, or you can do another vinyasa, we call them, which is now I'm in plank. I'm coming down to a slow chaturanga up to an upward facing dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Lifting the right foot up, bringing it up between my hands, bringing my other foot up between my hands. So we're all together now. We inhale, flat back. We exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, round ourselves up. And that was a long time on that side, so we're gonna equal ourselves out and come over to this side and do our warrior two here. So we'll inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We'll bend our knees and we'll take that left foot back and plant it. Or if you want to do a quick vinyasa, you can do that. Then we're going to come up. We're going to open up into our warrior two. Please check that your right heel is intersecting your left arch. So I had to move my arch more and my left foot back in more alignment. Arms are reaching out the width of our mat. We're looking out over the right hand, bending the right knee, going in deeper if we can. The left pinky toe, we're pushing into that side of the foot so that we can spread our legs. If we need to do a modification, we can be just not as spread out. Whatever is comfortable and is necessary for you right now. But again, it's a strengthening pose, so we're going to find where's most comfortable for us, and we're going to breathe into it. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale any tension. Pushing ourselves a little bit for that edge. No pain or terrible discomfort, but some movement, some growth. Now let's take that left hand down on the left leg, reach the right arm up, feeling a nice stretch in that right side. Again, all that can help to loosen up fascia, loosen up tendons, open up muscles, all giving ability for more oxygen to reach our cells, to help us detoxify, to strengthen the cells, to increase our immune system, release inflammation and toxins. Bringing our hand back down to warrior two. Now we can straighten that right leg, preparing for our triangle, staying here or having your block. We're just going down that right leg. And we'll leave the left hand on the left hip. Take it out and up for good alignment. Leave it on the hip. Or if you're able to stay in alignment and come up that way, you can. But my left wrist, elbow, shoulder are on top of my right shoulder. My right hand is reaching down my right leg, and my whole body is twisting up, and this left hip is reaching for the ceiling as this whole side of my body twists open. And that twisting again helps to stimulate the internal organs, to do their different processes within the body for its health, healing, wholeness. Leaning into that little bit of opening in space, finding a little bit more. Reaching up and back into a warrior two. Right hand comes down to the right foot, and left hand comes down to the outside of the right foot. Left heel goes up. And from here, you would slowly bring yourself up to the left foot and right foot meeting. Or you're back here, you do your vinyasa. Up between the hands, the right foot comes up between the hands. We're all meeting each other here with our feet together. Inhaling to a flat back, exhaling to a forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. And another beautiful thing about yoga is helping our general balance. So we'll do some balance here. And you can have a chair, or if you are using a chair, then use the chair to help you with this. So we're going to first take all of our weight into our left leg. So our right leg is loosey-goosey up here. We can lay our right heel on our left ankle, or our foot on our shin, or on our thigh, whatever feels most accessible and comfortable to you. And again, you have your balance here, or if you don't need that, you can be without it. Even if you're down here, you can be without it to play around. So all these different modifications and variations. Now, you want to find something in front of you that's not moving, a light switch, an outlet, something. And then you want to feel your left foot. Mine's very wobbly, moving all around, and I'm trying to just calm my mind so that that foot feels balanced on all 4 points. I feel support in all of it. Like I should feel support from all of my body and not push one thing too much or the other. Have an awareness of where maybe I'm working harder or holding more tension, and letting it be more evenly distributed. So that's what we're playing around with our left foot right now. Lengthening our spine, reaching the crown of our head to the ceiling, engaging our core, which always means just to see if you can pull your belly button into your spine, kind of like a thread that's pulling your belly button in and tilting your pelvis. So your tailbone goes down a little bit as your belly button pulls into your spine, strengthening this core, which helps so much with low back pain. And then if you have comfort and ease today with your balance, you can reach your arms up overhead. This is called tree pose. My lower body is a trunk that's stable and strong so that my upper body can flow and move and adapt to what might be going on. A nice analogy for our body and our mind, and that we can be strong but be nimble so that we can flow with the ever-changing times and things in life. I'm back to trying to focus on that left foot and find some ease and comfort in it, letting it learn to balance all parts of me, support all parts of me. And then I bring my hands down, and if I needed to, the whole time my hand was on there for balance, on the chair. So that's the one side, and then we can do the other side. You all understand the chair idea if you need it. And so we have our weight now coming all into our right leg. Our left sole of the foot is on the ground with our heel on our right ankle, or the whole foot on our shin, or the whole foot on our thigh. Now, you may find one side of the body is different than the other. Already, I have so much more ease in my right foot than I did my left. That's just how we're made, and that's why we keep doing yoga, so that they can all be a little bit more balanced over time, if that would ever come. Engage the core, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head up, and then after you've found a point in front of you that's not moving, you can reach your arms up. Lengthen the arms, but keep the shoulders a little bit away from the ears so you're not scrunched up too much. You're going to open the arms up a little bit so that chest can be big and broad, and getting a good deep inhale. And then our arms float down, and our leg floats down. So that's a beautiful way to practice some balance, one side or the other, and many different modifications of how to make that work out. Another nice general, not really balancing, but classic yoga pose and practice is cat-cows. And I want to show you that in the chair, and then I'll show you that on the mat. And they help to just continue to integrate the breath and the body movement and being aware of that. So we're sitting on the edge of our seat this time. We're not in the back of our seat like we may have been before when we were just trying to come into relaxation. So we're at the edge of our seat, and on an exhale, we're going to round down, kind of like a cat, arching its back, all the way down. And then an inhale, we open up our chest. Our head goes back, feeling this tightening but yet stretching in the throat. Exhale, round down. Inhale, arch back. Beautiful stretch of the chest, the neck, again the throat and shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. And I'll show you this. You can keep doing that if you're in the chair. And then when you want to be on the ground, if that's comfortable for you, sometimes knees don't let us do that at all. If that's one problem, you can always try and see if this helps, putting a blanket down to comfort the knees. But our knees are underneath of our hips, our arms are underneath of our shoulders, feet are flat on the mat. And as we exhale, we round. And as we inhale, we arch up. Nice, nice, nice stretch. Exhale, round down. Inhale, arch up. And exhale, round down. Inhale, arch up. And then come back to neutral. So that means that you are either sitting up or your back is flat. If you're down here on the mat doing cat-cows, you can do a cute little hip stretch, or more twist, I guess. So the head is looking over the left shoulder and the hips are going to the right. Feel a little twist there. And then the head goes to the right shoulder and the hips go to the left. It's called wag your tail. And just one more. And then again, back to neutral. And then if you are on the ground, another beautiful part of yoga is when you can do child's pose or malasana. So you come down, your belly can be between your legs and resting on your legs. And your head comes down to rest on the mat. It's just a nice stretch of the back. It's kind of a meditative state or pose where you can just let it all go. You can kind of integrate all of your yoga practice so far by just coming into this nice little meditative state. helps to stretch the hips a little bit, stretch the shoulders. And then we can come up. If you were sitting in the chair, it could just be to go back down like the one part of cat-cows when you exhale and roll over. We'll now come to sit back on our mat or in our chair. We'll notice ourselves resting our bottom on the chair, our hands on our thighs. The crown of our head is reaching for the sky. A nice seated position for our yoga. Breathing in and noticing our body and how it feels after some of that work. Exhaling, letting go of something that still feels tense or uncomfortable or that we're dealing with. Just having some time to let it go. Now we're going to stand up and do something that can be a little bit of energizing and creating some fire within us, just to balance out our yoga class and kind of a little bit of relaxation, a little flow, a little strengthening flow, some stretching with our twists, and now some fire. And then after fire, we get to relax and do our little savasana. So these are called lion's breath, and it's the idea of taking 3 phases of a breath in. So that's 3 inhales, right? And then a deep exhale. And when you do that, you want to do a lion's face. So you stick your tongue out, you scrunch up your face, you get rid of all that anger, frustration, tension, and you open up your throat chakra. This is your throat chakra. So we had our heart chakra, now we'll play around with our throat chakra, which is our ability to express ourselves, ability to say what we need, to process what we need, and how are we going to get that, and what's best for us to, again, be as creative as possible and expressive as possible. So as we inhale, we go. I really invite you to try this. We're going to do 10 and we're on 4 now. Maybe the best part of a virtual class when nobody else knows you're doing it. 5 or 6. 2 more. And then you just let it all go. Just ragdoll it up. Just notice that heat and fire and energy. Wow, did we need that? Fabulous. Just let it out. Open it up. Let it be. Good. Great work. And now we're starting our savasana, that last relaxation. If you need to do any twists or turns or stretches, please do. In the chair, some nice things for our thighs, of course, is to kind of open up the hip a little bit, give a stretch there if you want that, or if you were on the mat, it can be to put the right heel on the left knee and then stretch, pull in that left thigh. to switch. So you bring the left ankle on the right knee, either sitting or lying down, hands between the right thigh and pull it in. And then maybe just a nice, if you're sitting in a chair, bring your knees up to your chest. Lying on the ground, knees up into your chest. Rolling from side to side or wiggling from side to side to stretch that back a little bit. And then Savasana, which is relaxation pose, the last part of a yoga session, which helps to seal your practice, to bring in all the benefits of your practice into an energetic cellular space where those benefits will be with you until you meet your mat again. So either lying down, or if you're sitting in your chair, sit all the way back in your chair. Feel the support of the back of the chair, the support of the bottom of the chair. Feel your feet balanced on the ground. Close your eyes gently. If you're lying down, your legs are long down the length of the mat. Your hands are long down the length of the mat. Remember, whatever you need. Do you need your palms facing up to receive something? Or do you need to feel even more grounded? Breathe in and notice the bottom of your feet slowly up through your body to the tip of your head. As you exhale, release any tension you might feel. If you have a pain or a numbness or a tingling, focus on that spot for a moment on the inhale. And on an exhale, see if you can release any of that. If you can open up some healing and some space. Breathe in oxygen that's healing and powerful to recovery. And exhale what's not needed. Inhale, a clear mind, so notice your mind, and if the thoughts are coming, it's okay, they're supposed to. But just exhale and let them go for right now. Breathe and notice the breath going in and notice the breath going out, and that can help your mind stay focused there. Take a deep breath in and come back to your awareness of being in the room. Maybe take a nice stretch of your arms over your head and stretch your legs out long. And slowly find a way to come up, either coming to your side and rolling up gently, or finding a way to just rock yourself up to sitting. Bringing your hands into prayer and into your chest area, or we'll call it the heart area again because we were working on the heart chakra. So let's focus our attention, and then this is the heart area, the area of our heart chakra of love that we give ourselves, we give to others, we receive from ourselves, and we receive from others. Sometimes it is associated with the color green, so if you're able to envision when you close your eyes the color green, that will help to stimulate that heart chakra energy center to flow more openly and vibrantly. If you're having a day where love is tough to feel or to give, maybe you can add green to your life, a beautiful green salad, a green apple, a green piece of clothing. And with your breath now, remember your intention earlier. Those few words that you said 3 times to yourself and let go. Bring them back for a moment. Say them again to yourself 3 times and then let them go. At the end of a yoga class, we say namaste, which means, in effect, the light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. And thank you for being part of this class. Namaste. Thank you all, and I hope this was something that you found useful and would want to join me on Mondays and Wednesdays for 30 minutes, and from that we can grow and kind of find a rhythm for what the general needs are, more chair, gentle, or something that we can grow and have be a little bit more, not advanced, but moving on and stretching more and opening more. We also have a great class on Friday afternoon from 3 to 4 where we're going to be doing yoga with some of your providers. So I'll have them in the room with me and we'll do more of this beautiful work. So thank you all for honoring your bodies and your minds and your spirits and being part of this. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Ginny, and I'll be in to help close you out.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. I was just real quick looking who's on. I was just trying to see who some of the participants were. It's so hard to do without seeing anybody. I don't know if anybody's sitting or
Hey, Claudia. Oh,
Hello,
hey, how are ya?
how are you?
Good. How are things in Argentina?
Cold?
Cold. Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys are on a different